Hello, fabulous Scorpio. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of May 2016, Love Focus. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. This month is a big month in love for you. In fact, of all the zodiac, I do think that you are the one who's going to be the most blessed where it comes to matters of heart, matters of love, matters of partnership. And that is thanks to a new moon happening in your opposite sign. So whenever there is a lunar phenomenon that takes place in your opposite sign, be it new moon or full moon, something happens, okay? Something happens in matters of love, some lesson comes through, some person comes through, some appreciation, some change happens that is a part of moving you towards greater love, greater partnership, and of course, greater love and wisdom as well if you are using the sky right. But let's say we're going to keep it to romantic love. When there is a new moon, new moons equal new opportunities, new beginnings. Full moons are fruition, they're culmination, they're things coming full circle. This is a new moon. So this is a new path opening up in matters of love. For those of you who are in an established bond, given how superbly harmonious this particular new moon is, it's going to work out. I mean, really, this looks like a fresh start for you. There is a Mercury retrograde happening at the same time, okay? So what this says is a couple of things are possible here. If you're with someone and there's been any kind of misunderstanding or any kind of uncertainty as of late, or especially recently around this new moon early in the month, because Mercury is retrograde, it is certainly possible. This can be a really nice time of reconciliation and moving forward, starting fresh, starting brand new. For others of you, I think that this is starting a new chapter with your partner. And if it's something especially that you've discussed before and thought about, what do you want to do? Does this make sense? How do you want to move forward with this? This is that finally moving forward. It's stepping in a new direction with this person that you love. Where it becomes much more interesting is when it is you being open to meeting someone new, right? Because this is new opportunities, new moons, new people. New moon in a sign that has to do with people, aligning with people, one-on-one partnership. There's going to be someone there to help you to understand love and what love is going to mean to you, to help you to understand yourself, to see yourself differently. But the great thing is, because this is super harmonious, it does suggest that whatever realizations are made, whatever connections are made, are those that you benefit from tremendously. Now, Mercury is retro in this part of the sky, and like I've been saying a lot in the weeklies, okay? I've been talking about this a lot in the weeklies. When Mercury's retro in your opposite sign, a couple of things happen. One is, yes, very famously, past loves show up. Very possible under this sky. Very possible with this new moon. In the first 2 weeks of the month, you want to watch, particularly between the 5th and the 11th of May. But you will feel this energy throughout the first part of the month. Very possible that people from the past show up. It's like you're giving it a reconsideration, right? You're giving it another look. You're getting another perspective. You're getting a chance to reflect on what happened and what is now. Why what happened, why you are where you are now, all of that comes up again. The other thing this can bring with it, as I said, because loves from the past, and these are people you've partnered with, people who would have been important to you in the past, could show up now as part of you understanding where you are. Really, sometimes it's just part of understanding why it didn't work and how now you're really ready for something brand new. That could happen with this. It could be giving it another go. That can also happen with a sky like this. With those of you open to meeting someone new, yes, past, sure, that could happen. You could also meet somebody brand new. And it's such a supportive sky, even with Mercury retrograde. The thing with Mercury retrograde is things aren't always exactly as you think they are. But given this sky, it says to me that what does end up happening, how it does end up working out, will likely be much better than what you could have thought. So chances are that it could end up being, look, I gotta say, I'm thinking the phrase that's coming to my mind again and again is like, the pauper is a prince. Like, that's the phrase that's coming to my mind, because this is Taurian energy. and it's a new moon, and this new moon is speaking with Jupiter and Pluto in supreme harmony. And both of these planets in their own way have to do with abundance, and particularly Pluto has to do with wealth as well. And then Jupiter makes it that much bigger. I do think that it will be in the later part of June, once these two planets, Jupiter and Pluto, speak in supreme harmony, that the fullness will come through. But just know that if you meet people now, don't dismiss it just because Mercury's retro. It could end up being way better than you think it is. Now, that doesn't mean it necessarily will be better, but in the fullness of time, it tends to be better. So maybe in June, if you meet somebody new now, in late June, you find something out and you're not really sure what you feel about it, you're not really sure how to move forward with this, but then you give it another 6 months for the full moon to come around, and you're really glad how everything went, and it made perfect sense, and it really was way better than what you could have planned for yourself. So allow yourself that process and see where it is that it takes you. At the very least, whenever there is lunar phenomenon like this in your opposite sign, the universe wants you to understand yourself in the context of love. How do you really feel about love? Feel about partnership? What do you really want? Why are you where you are? Has there been anything in you that has prevented love? Has there been any need for you to now really be ready energetically and wholeheartedly to move forward? All of this comes up for your awareness, and ultimately it's all part of a loving plan that moves you towards greater love. And that's what the sky has on offer. There's an abundance of opportunity now. There's an abundance of energy and an abundance of faith that great love can happen. And I think events will unfold proving this to be true. Visit Amazon.com to learn about my book, Astrology, realized in English and Spanish, and shop my website, NadiyaShah.com, for exclusive The Universe is Wise and Loving merchandise and my signature jewelry line, Astro Fabulous Jewelry. Enjoy.